Jackson Square in downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, and we're on our way to the Edna Karr High School, where the last 10 years have been defined by Hurricane Katrina. Sadly, it's quite simple to find students and staff alike whose lives were changed forever by what happened here 10 years ago.
My name is Christopher Herrero. I am the director of bands here at Edna Karr High School. I've been here my whole professional career, 5 years, and this is my 6th year currently. Oh man, music gave me opportunities of a lifetime. I met lifelong friends. I was able to stay focused in school because of music, and it actually helped me get a college education because through music I had a music scholarship.
Well, music has done a lot for people in New Orleans. It's gotten people from off the streets. It's got people to stay in school. It gives people scholarships to colleges. You know, you get a lot of people from New Orleans. They know how to play an instrument. 9 times out of 10, you're going to find a person who knows how to play an instrument, a trumpet, a trombone.
My mom, she's very excited about me being in the band, being that she was in the band when she was in middle school into high school. And she's a musician, really. And so I get a lot of support from my parents, my mom and my dad. They make sure that I have everything I need for a band, and the band makes sure I have anything I need for school or anything else. Like it works both ways. They make sure that I'm good, I'm covered.
My mom always helps me. Also my dad, they always tell me to go for whatever I want to go for, no matter what it is. Just to be the best at what I do.
Students can sense if you love something. They can sense if you really want to help them out. They can sense if you care. And I think I convey that across very well with them. We have a good relationship. They know that I care. I'm there for them in anything that they need with music.
Quite frankly, as I tell my kids, we take pride in everything that we do. I've watched this school grow, as well as the band, grow into something that is remarkable. And I think it's special because when you have an alum to come back and say, I want to give back to the school that gave back to me, it works in the benefit of all kids, staff members, and the community as a whole.
But one thing that Katrina did was it strengthened my resolve to be a music educator. It made me want to be a teacher that much more because I knew I had to come back and give back to the city that gave me so much. I had to come back and give the gift of music to so many kids that I know needed it.
What inspired me, well, that gets real detailed with the Katrina thing. So, I mean, honestly, if Katrina never happened, I don't think I would ever have been in the band. I
didn't know how to play at all, but my family is very into music. So, I was encouraged to join a band since middle school, but I didn't join until I got in high school.
About music, well, I don't know, it just hit me when I was 2 years old. My parents caught me jumping on the table, and so they just gave me sticks and they went from there.
Well, my brother, he was the drum major of Karr, and he told me that it would be a good idea for me to come and play in the band also. And I took his advice and I decided that I'll do it.
When I was 7, Katrina hit, and when it hit, my family split up. I went to Baton Rouge and my other parents, they went to Houston, Texas. I didn't see my parents until I was about 9. So I was stuck in Baton Rouge for 2 years.
We had to go to Baton Rouge first, and it was very cramped. There was a lot of my family. We were cramped up in this one house and very hot. Not a lot of circulation going through. I felt like I didn't have no space for my own.
Just the depression and the damage that caused to my city. I felt kind of bad and upset about it. But like when I came back down, it was a struggle because our house was taken from us. So, I had to stay in the hotel.
So we were on the Ice and Bridge. The reason why they came and got us because, a lot of people would come in like helicopters and buses and stuff to pick us up, to pick up people by groups. So I remember, dead bodies floating in the water, sleeping on the bridge. That was it was a lot of vulgar scenes I saw people jump off the bridge, people getting killed. We didn't have anything to eat.
It was a bad experience because I was still at a young age, and every night I went to sleep just thinking about my other parents. Well, as far as my mother, she was going to Texas, and I dream about it, nightmares about it, because I couldn't see my family, and I just wanted to know how they was doing. I couldn't get in contact with them, but
we stayed in the Astrodome. As it was a shelter at the time. We were living in the Astrodome for about 2 weeks, and then we wound up living in a hotel, and then we eventually ended up moving into an apartment out there.
I was pretty stressed because I had to get up early. You know, we had to catch the bus to school, and my school was like probably like 10 miles away from the hotel. So, you know, it was a long little process going through for like 2 years.
I couldn't get back into my middle school because I've been going to my middle school all the way since first grade, and I had to leave when I was in the third grade. And when I came back, I had to go to another middle school. But when I went back to my normal middle school, everything started to fall into place. I started to reconnect with all my friends, my local friends.
And when we came back, the city was still, you know, kind of destroyed. So we ended up living in convent. I missed a year. Katrina pushed me back a year in school because my mom was sick, so I missed like my whole 4th grade year of school.
Katrina actually messed up a lot in the city of New Orleans, and we trying as a city to get back on back on track. And I see it's working, but it's slow progress, and we're working on it to make it better.
One thing that I tell the kids all the time is if you're upset, if you're happy, you're glad, take it out through your instrument. Music is about emotion. If you just play notes, you're not making that much music, but you have to have emotion to really create music that people could feel. And if you're feeling that music, the audience will relate to you.
It's one thing for a child in New Orleans to say that I've gone to Baton Rouge, or I've gone to Texas, or I've gone to Atlanta by force of Hurricane Katrina. But now we're saying, I am going to expose kids, at least a minimum of 80 kids, to an experience that's unlike any other, an experience that they probably will never, ever have within their communities.
It's very crazy and ironic to me because when I was in middle school, you know, when you take the LEAP test, they always ask you, well, if you could travel to any country, where would you go? I always put London or Paris because I always wanted to go out there and look at the structure of it, the community, culture, the way you eat.
Edna Karr, we do a lot of worldwide type stuff. So yeah, I think I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. So.
And just to see everyone, the crowd reactions to me playing music, that makes me more better when I play the horn. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
We're going to play a couple of selections, and then we're going to talk about the history of New Orleans traditional brass band music. And then we're going to invite them, show them a couple of notes, and start playing as a large ensemble to have that cultural exchange so they could have that same appreciation for music that we have for our own traditional brass band music.
A lot of folk have traveled here for Hurricane Katrina to remember it, or as they call it, an anniversary. But for us, we're trying to heal and move forward, and through healing, it is the embrace of others that helps us heal, that helps us move forward.